What's up, guys? I'm here to talk about practicing to win. Alright, one of the main strategies or tips that I use is warming up before my first match of playing Apex Legends. Alright, so what I mean by that is not jumping into your first game and then you calling that a warm-up. What I mean by that is, guys, is you going in, say like go into training mode and you warming up, you working on your movement, you're working on guns that you're not very good at before you jump into your first match. So guys, I want you to just look at it this way. So kind of like, you know how if you play sports or you follow sports, do players will show up to the arena right before tip-off or kickoff and then they'll start playing? No, they come in hours before the game. They get warmed up. They go through the stretching routines, their warm-up drills before they start actually playing into the game. Alright, guys, they just don't come out there. They just don't walk into the arena with their $500 suit and then go into the court or field right before kickoff or the first pitch and then they'll start playing. Alright, they don't do that. It's the same thing if you watch competitive gamers too. They always want warm-up matches before they start their tournaments. Or if you watch some of the streamers, you know, they always start their streams early before a tournament, like Twitch Rivals, Boom TV, or Fortnite competitive tournaments. They always either go on like, you know, Playground or whatever before they actually start the actual tournament. And so that actually helps with you guys, you know, waking up, getting used to the movement, etc., things like that before you jump into your first match. So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, using a sports analogy, you know, you just don't, as a baseball player, they always want to go into the batting cages before the game, or if you're a pitcher, you warm up in the bullpen before you go out to the mound and give your first pitch. So that same concept applies to you guys playing Apex and improving as a better player, and so you can get more kills, do more damage, and win. And so what we like to call is actually called pre-practice before practice. So it's kind of like you work on your fundamentals, you work on your movement, you improve on your weakness, or you review or you work on what you worked on the previous day, so you can get better at using, say, okay, I want to get better at using the wingman, I want to get better at using a sniper rifle. So you work on those things to help you if you get into a situation like in your first drop in the game and say your favorite gun is not around. So you got to pick up maybe a P20 or triple take. Heck, sometimes even in Mozambique. So guys, so that's why it always helps for you guys to warm up before you play your first match. And I'll get into later in the video of what my routine is, of what I do and how I get warmed up, but more to emphasize on why. And so you will have much better sessions and you will feel a whole lot better about yourself entering into your first match. Or say you drop into a building and you're surrounded by an enemy or another team. You say, okay, you know, I'm already warm up, I'm loose, so just give me a gun, I can take down this enemy and then go from there. All right. And so that also eliminates, like I said, maybe you get frustrated early. So you're already warmed up. That also, I want to say it completely eliminates it. I'm not saying that you know you're gonna go into a game and you're gonna get 10 kills, but it can drastically improve your chances of performing better during your gaming sessions. All right, so I'm gonna get into what my routine is. So what I like to do is, what I started doing a couple months ago is I was starting going to the training mode. All right, and then I would just warm up for good 10 to 15 minutes. I put on my favorite playlist, you know, put on some of Drake, Jeezy, or Lil Wayne, whatever. So you guys just go into a training mode, warm up for about 10, 15 minutes, you know, get the R301, R99, whichever gun that you want to use. And I would say don't get your favorite gun. Don't focus on just mainly warming up with your favorite gun. Work on guns that you have trouble using or guns that you want to improve on. I got several guides to use for certain guns. You want to look at that in my previous videos. All right, so make sure you guys can look at that. But definitely work on your movement. Work on things that you can improve on before you start your first match in Apex Legends. work on ADS, aiming down sight, work on hip firing, and I will do a video specifically on hip firing in the future. Work on sniping, work on using the sniper using just hip fire, work on hitting small targets, work on aiming above you, work on aiming below you. So things like that, you know, just take you 10 to 15 minutes before you get into your first match of things that you can improve on. And so also hopefully unlike, you know, Fortnite or PUBG, hopefully in season 2 the developers at Respawn, they input a training mode to where you can use all the legends. Maybe you probably get into a team deathmatch or play against some bots or something like that, or play against other players in a warm-up session with those that if you played PUBG or Fortnite, you can actually go into a lobby with other players and then have all the guns available, all the ammo, all the backpacks, etc., the armor, etc. And same thing in Fortnite where they have playground. So hopefully, and that's one thing that I hope in season 2 that developers at Respawn, they implement a mode, to where, you know, players can warm up, they can get certain guns that they can queue in with the lobby with other players. And so it's also another thing that I like to do. So for those that are on PC, you know, download Counter-Strike. You can download for free for playing against, you know, you can just download a game and play against bots to warm up. And that's one thing that I always do for every single session. You know, I go on, you know, once I leave, if I don't do training mode warm up, then I go to Counter-Strike and I play a couple of games, a team deathmatch, to where you get a respawn. You can choose any weapon that you like, and I really like warming up with Counter-Strike because you can work on a lot of hip firing at Counter-Strike Go. So like I said, you can download for free on Steam. I put the link down below in the description. And I think it's you pay probably like $10 to where you can compete against other players online. So that's one technique that I like to do to warm up with, is go on Counter-Strike before I actually get into Apex Legends. You know, play a couple of games, 2 to maybe 3. You know, like I said, put on my favorite playlist. You know, get warmed up. Got my energy drink. You know, get your G Fuel, your coffee, your caffeine, whatever. So you already got a good motion. You know, you got your movement, you got your thumbs or your key binds or your movement warmed up. All right, so that's one thing that's my normal routine of warming up. You know, go in training mode, or if I don't do that, what I started doing is start using Aim Labs also on Steam. You can download that for free, and now in the future make a specific video about Aim Labs. Work on your precision, your speed to aim the targets, etc. But my normal routine is, again, warm up with a few games, 2 or 3 games of Counter-Strike, and then before I get into Apex Legends. Alright, so again, to recap, so it's very important, guys, for you to warm up before you play your first match in Apex Legends. It will make your life a whole lot easier and also improve your game quickly. And you're talking to a player that came from console pretty much all my life to switching to PC actually earlier this year. And I was able to adapt to PC very quickly just by using this strategy before, you know, playing Apex Legends. Alright, so again, guys, it's always beneficial to pre-practice before you practice, or practice before you play your first game in Apex Legends, and your whole session will go a lot better. You'll play a whole lot better. You'll be much better teammate. You know, so you'll be all warmed up, and then so you'll be ready for, even if you play solo. Okay, you say, okay, you know, I'm already warmed up. I can pretty much, you know, counter myself in certain situations, but that'll make a whole lot better session for you guys. Alright, so to review what I just previously talked about in the video, guys, so always warm up or pre-practice before you play your first match of the day in Apex Legends. Work on your fundamentals, work on your movement, work on things that you can improve on. You know, working on using pretty much guns that you are weak at, or do you have trouble using, that will lead to much better sessions, or a much better chance of leading to a much better game sessions throughout the day when you play your first games or into your first few games of Apex Legends. You can use my warm-up routine of go into training mode for 10 to 15 minutes, or even 20 or 30 minutes. For those that are on PC, you can download Counter-Strike and play the team deathmatch. Or for those that are on console, probably play Call of Duty, Black Ops 4 if you have it for a few minutes, or any type of game like that, to where you can just get your movement, your thumb movement, or your hands on controllers to get warmed up before you actually play your first match in Apex Legends. And so make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this strategy below. Does it help you? And again, this strategy can apply for not only for beginners but also for advanced pro players too. It's one thing that definitely gets overlooked a lot, that people just don't warm up before they play their first match. Or that some people consider their first match in a battle royale or any game as their warm-up map before they actually play for a whole set. So it's always important to make sure you warm up before you play your first match if you're not doing so, and that would help you be a much better player. Alright guys, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Look at my previous videos to help you to improve if you're a beginner, and I'll let you guys know what to expect later on in the future, or you can comment below what you would like to see next in the comment section below. Alright, talk to you guys later. Peace.